Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another brew review. To all my new viewers, hello, welcome, come on in. All my returning viewers, you know how I do, so let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? So today's brew review is going to be of the Shiner Prickly Pear, always in season. Brewed with prickly pear fruit, natural flavors added, 4.9% alcohol by volume. As always, every drop brewed in Spetzel, Shiner, Texas. The Spetzel Brewery. In your drought, it says. I'll let you go ahead and read that if you choose. Yes, Mr. Randy paid just over hold on a second. No, that's not true. This was clearance. I remember I looked at the receipt and it said 99 cents. Clearance single. That's what it was listed as. It didn't list it as Shiner. It listed as clearance single. Yep, so that was weird. I might go back and there's one more I gotta go get. It's a peach kind. I forget exactly, but let's go ahead and get this. Didn't follow all the way through there. So when Mr. Randy does a review for a brew, it is a one-shot deal. Once it's a one and done. There we go. You're going to have a seat right back there. Prickly pear. Now the ingredients in here, of course, start with water. Lactose, I can smell it from here. It's about 1.5 feet away from my face, and ooh, it's got a good scent to it. It's nice and strong, but let's get on with it. So, oddly enough, it says it has lactose in it. That might be something to do with the natural flavors or whatever. But also we followed up, of course, with barley, malt, pear juice, and hops. Not sure what the prickly part comes in. It's a prickly pear. I don't know what a prickly pear is. I didn't bother to look that part up. So it has an IBU rating of 12? Yes, 12. And it was introduced in 2012. For all my nutritional information heads out there, 116 calories and 8 grams of carbs per 12 ounces. Now, yeah, so 116 calories, 8 grams of carbs. I think we'll be okay. So the ABV on this is 4.9%. I don't know why they couldn't just take it over the line and make it a solid 5. Doesn't make sense. So let's go ahead and get on to the nose. Ooh, okay, that's weird. It definitely does smell like it smells like a pear. It smells like a fruit cocktail, but heavy on the pear, followed up by the hops and the malt and the barley. The barley, the hops, and the malt is holding up that pear, and that pear just basically encompasses everything. That's a pretty interesting nose. It really is. It smells like it's going to be like a sweet juice or something. So let's go ahead and get it on the palate. Okay. For all my casual beer drinkers out there, I don't know what to tell you about this one. It does not taste like your average brew. It tastes like someone accidentally dropped somebody's juice box into the mix. Hold on, let me go for one more. It's relatively light. Have a drink. Here, have it. That's weird, right? It does. It tastes like somebody dropped a juice box in your beer. But it actually is not bad. That's kind of neat. It's interesting for sure. Let's get one more on it and we'll talk about the palate. I am for sure getting sweetness, pear. I don't indulge in pears that often. Every once in a while I just get this weird hankering, like a weird hair in the butt. Just gotta try it. You get that itchiness and just like, okay, I'll have a pear. Same thing with like a grapefruit or something. Grandpa used to have a grapefruit tree. Actually, I think he had a couple. And the cows would always just like get those low hanging. So he had to like trim the branches up a little bit on that tree. Because, I don't know, I think he said something like he's not supposed to feed him too many grapefruits. So we'd have to go out there every once in a while and pick the grapefruits off the ground before the cows got in that quarter. And the land, when you have cattle, you know, you have to have the land quartered. So you move them from quarter section to quarter section to quarter section, around the clock, if you will. That way they'll eat the grass. You never have to mow the grass. That's the one thing about having cattle in your backyard. I think he had like a 2 to 3 acre lot or something, but not all of it was used for cattle. But he would quarter them, and they would just go around the clock. You'd let them in one section, they'd eat and poop, and they would fertilize the land. He'd come in, he would till after them, and then he'd plant whatever he was planting that year or that season. Sometimes peanuts, sometimes watermelon, sometimes whatever. You have to change out the crops every once in a while in order to keep the land fresh, because some things that you plant will pull out different things out of the ground, like the nitrogen and all these other nutrients and stuff out of the ground, and you can't use the same thing. You got to swap from corn to like green beans. Love those snap green beans, snap peas. Oh, I miss it. I miss all that. Enough of Mr. Randy's childhood trauma. Let's go ahead and get on with it. Oh, I loved the occasion when Grandpa gave us the go-ahead to feed the cows some grapefruits. The big, massive jaws, and you take that massive softball-sized freaking grapefruit, and their tongue would like a serpent. They would wrap around that grapefruit and suck it in, and they would chomp it, and it would squish, and they would just, it was a sight. Anywho, palate on this is relatively refreshing. You do get that pears. It's very beautiful. This is a very, very nice melding of something I never expected to be in a brew. A pear brandy, maybe. Never in an actual brew, like a beer. It's got a nice finish. Lasts a little bit long. Drops off sort of at the end and then sort of like glides down. You still taste that pear. That sweet juiciness of the pear lasts a good while. That's nice. So let's put a score on this. This is extremely interesting. I'm going to give this one a solid 4 out of 5. Extremely interesting. If you've never had something like this, it's really going to take you by surprise. I really enjoyed it. I actually might go back for another one. There's another one with the peach. I got to get the peach. I might grab another one of these, you know, just for kicks and whatnot. Maybe for somebody else to try. Anyways, there's my score. My fair price. So the pricing on this was just over $2. No, wait, we did that. Why am I still reading the wrong notes on that? Yes, because on the receipt it said clearance single 99 cents. Okay, so obviously grossly underpriced. I don't know if they've discontinued it. It says always in season, but on the website it says it's a seasonal. So I don't know what the deal with that. So it is, but it isn't at the same time. There it is. Would I buy this again? I just said I'm going to go back and buy another one. So if they're actually still 99 cents, I might grab a few of them. Well, let me know in the comment section. Where are you at? What are you drinking? Have you tried this prickly pear? What's your favorite shiner? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. That's definitely an interesting one.